Hello fellow Blenders, this is Peter here with PM Designs. In this video I'm going to show you a super easy way to make a 3D map of any country or continent or whatever you want to do, and it just takes a few minutes. It's so easy, you know, and you could use it for whatever you want. If you wanted to do like a presentation of like population density or something, or you know, to show what Africa might look like if it had gigantic trees, yeah, anything like that. So I'm just going to open a new file and get started with this immediately. It's super easy. First thing you need to do is get online and get yourself a PNG of whatever country or continent you want to make. It has to be a true PNG, so make sure of that. Download it, get yourself a Blender file, add a new mesh, which is going to be a plane. And I'm going to subdivide the plane by tabbing into edit mode and just right click subdivide. And for me, I've got it on favorites, so I'm just going to do that a few times, not too many times now because I want to show you the process. And then I'm going to add a displace modifier, which is somewhere here. And then I'm going to come down here to texture properties and add a new texture, come down here and click open and find my country map. Okay, so at the moment I can't see it here. I just need to, maybe you can see yours, which is fine, but if you get the same problem I've got here, just come down here to where it says alpha, change that to none, and then you can see your country map has come up here, and you can see it's started to affect the mesh, and that's, you know, on the displacement. And then guess what we do from here? We subdivide a load of times. Yeah, and so the more subdivisions you add, the smoother your map is going to look. So at the moment I have 262,000 faces, and it's getting there. You know, it's not quite right, but I'm just going to do one more time. And it's best to do this, get this exactly right before you do the next step, because once you do the next step, you can't really go back and make it look any smoother. But yeah, so from here, it looks pretty smooth. It's still a little bit, you know, square, but from a distance, that's going to work. Okay, so now I'm just going to pop into any orthographic view, 1 or 3 or whatever on the numpad, apply my modifier, okay, and tab into edit mode, turn on X-ray, and then I want to basically get rid of all the excess. So you can either box select this lot, or you can try to box select just your country or continent or whatever it is you've got. Okay, and then press Control I and then XV and delete all those excess vertices. Okay, so now I've just got my country, oh sorry, my continent. Now I'm going to switch to edge select mode and come to select, select all by trait and select non-manifold. So that will select all the edges, the exterior edges, and then I'm just going to press E and Z, Z or Z, to extrude straight down like that. And there we go. And if you want to, you could do a few extrusions if you wanted to have some extra loops here, because you're not likely going to be it's not really going to be very easy to add loop cuts going all the way around because it's so dense. But anyway, so I want this to go back to the 3D cursor because I do. And that's it. Super easy. You know, you could shade it smooth if you wanted to. But yeah, from a distance, that looks as smooth as could be. And then from there, you could just, you know, you could go in and you could add some, you know, sculpt in some mountains or whatever you want to do, make it look more realistic. But I just figured this would be useful if you want to just make like a 3D map, not really a landscape, because that's, you know, that's going to be a whole lot of work there adding mountains. This is just a very quick way to make a map. So you could have this one, you could set this to be red and then set the other, you know, other countries to be orange, green, yellow, and you'd have like one of those interesting 3D maps. So yeah, there you go. If you found that useful, please drop a like. Thanks very much.